Hi, welcome back to the Spirit's Path. This is D, and today's tarot card of the day out of the Wildwood Tarot deck is the Three of Bows and Fulfillment. And it seems like we talked about this card about 8 or 9 days ago, maybe 10. And you wanted to be fulfilled, and you went home, you checked some things, and there was some tradition going on, and next thing you know is it was a rest day, and then you're the two aces popped up, which is telling me it was a relationship. And here you had the Two of Vessels pop up, and then the Queen of Bows to nurture that relationship. You've got the Seer and the Green Man here nourishing you on this relationship. Maybe a week after this relationship you feel fulfilled. Maybe this is the person you were supposed to be with, right? You made that decision 10 days ago to tell yourself, this is what it's going to take for me to be happy. This is going to be what it takes for me to be fulfilled. It doesn't matter if I take that path to the right or to the left. All right, I want to be fulfilled. And maybe that relationship popped up for you, or maybe it was there all along, and you just put an extra effort into it, right? But the key to this card is the balance. The balance on that person's dress now, or robe. Bows is all about fire energy, and it's taking action, okay? And you've definitely taken some action, according to what the cards have said. You took some time to think about what was going on. You set a solid foundation. You said, what, this is what I want in a relationship. This is how I want to see it. This is how I want to be felt in a relationship with that Ace of Vessels. This is how I want to feel. I want to feel like I'm being fulfilled, like I'm being happy, like I'm, I've got purpose going on in my life. And, this person, that you may have feelings for, or they may have feelings for you, they're fulfilling you. And, this is how you want to feel all the time, whether it's at work or, with friends, but you just want to be fulfilled. Right, and when you get to that, when we talked yesterday about the Green Man and using that masculine energy, that creative energy to fill you up, all right, when you fill up your spirit and your spirit is happy, and you know that, okay, in your heart, and you can feel that in your heart, that's what gives you, that nourishment, that spiritual nourishment, and that inner security and joy. And when you have that going forward on your path, it makes you feel good. It makes you feel like you've got purpose in your life, like I said. It's easier to meet those goals. It's easier to meet those desires. And, it's easier to go down your path knowing that you have a sense of accomplishment. Because when you let that spirit flow through you, like the Green Man energy yesterday, right? When you let his spirit flow through you, and you let the universe's spirit flow through you, that spiritual energy just manifests itself. It starts talking about, like that Queen of Bows, like I said near the other day, be careful, right? And you start nurturing that spiritual joy, that spiritual security, that spiritual nourishment, and things start happening. Things start moving for you. You're in the flow. You're in the flow of creativity. You're in the flow of spirit. You're in the flow of the universe. In the quest that you're on, whether it's, the quest of that Ace of Stones, creating a more stable life for yourself, or, that Ace of Vessels, that quest of, that emotional fortitude. The knowledge that you gain along your path, okay, as you're moving forward to that fulfillment, saying this is, you gain knowledge just knowing how you feel in this spirit of fulfillment. And as you're walking your journey and you continue to gain that knowledge, it's easy to forget. With the squirrel syndrome, we get distracted all the time. It's easy to forget what fulfillment feels like. It's easy to forget what happiness feels like. Because we're always chasing something else. We're not chasing what is true and pure to our path, to our spirit. And the quest that you're on, the knowledge that you gain, the wisdom that you gain on your journey, it helps you become more balanced and more focused on what it is, not only that you want, but what you need to sustain you, in life. Whether that's love or shelter or finances or, just happiness. Emotions are fleeting. It's so much easier to get angry than it is, to love somebody. But yet at the same time, when you're always filled with love, okay, you can focus that on other aspects. You can focus that on people. Just give them love energy and let them be fulfilled. And maybe and people do that, right? They become fulfilled in knowing that, I have tremendous amount of energy to give out. I'm just going to give it to them. I'm going to let them feel loved. All right. And when you do that, when you become balanced and focused and you're being fulfilled, what does that do for you as a person? Builds up your confidence. Here I'm walking down this path. I met my soulmate. I met my significant other. You stand taller. You sit up straighter. You're more involved in conversations. All right. And what that does is that builds confidence. Confidence in you, saying to yourself, you know what? Man, this is a great feeling. I feel fulfilled in my job now. I've met this goal, met this desire. With this relationship that's going on, you feel fulfilled. That gives you confidence that you can move forward. It gives you strength. Strength in your inner being, strength in peace, okay, with what's going on in yourself. There's no longer that fear that's driving you. It's peace, it's love, it's joy, it's fulfillment. And as you stay committed to your goals and you stay committed to this relationship that we've been talking about, however that relationship it is, if somebody walked into your life or, maybe they've been there and you just opened your eyes. It gives you confidence in yourself to say, you know what? Maybe I've been chasing the wrong thing. It's been hitting here all the time. The universe has a plan for us. We just don't know what it is. All right? But as you get into that flow, you become more confident and stronger. And you listen to your heart. That peace is there. That inner spirit is in there that guides us, shines on others as well. We become that beacon of hope, that beacon of light. And what that does then is people start asking you for advice. They start asking you, why are you so happy? Why are you so fulfilled? And you can tell them, hey, because I watch a YouTube channel called The Spirit's Path. Or you can just say, you know what? I open myself up to the universe. I have a connection with spirit. I'm fulfilling myself up with love. I had this new person come into my life. And, I've fallen in love with them. And I feel fulfilled in this relationship. Whether it's new or whether it's old. And people look at that, and what happens is, as your community starts to grow, you start to build trust and security in that community as you're moving forward. And like I said, your inner energy will be a beacon for others to follow. Okay, now, this card has come up a lot here lately this year. And, there's two bows down here. That Queen of Bows is still sitting here. She's asking the question, on your fulfillment. How did you influence those around you? Tell them your story. Tell them the story of, you know what? I went to the pool, I was reborn. Then I went home for a little bit and, looked at some traditional values and I rested and I thought about it. And I breathed some life into a concept. I gave it to the universe. I just said, you know what, universe? Bring somebody who's like-minded to me. And I started setting goals. I started setting desires. And one of those goals was, you know what? I'm going to have a solid foundation in my relationship. This is what I'm looking for. This is what I want. Okay? This is what I'm going to give. And as you're telling your story, you're telling, I'm tired of this emotional drag. I want emotional happiness. And you start attracting these people to you, whether, like I said, it's new or whether it's old. And as you're telling the story, you're telling about all the different things, listening to that seer with the riddles that are out there, having her nurture you, listening to the green man, with that creative, fertile energy. And as you're telling this story to everybody else, maybe they're asking questions, and that's, the Queen of Bows comes up. Where do you need to be more understanding? It's your story. Okay. Answer their questions with love. Answer the emotions with love, and that's how you can be more understanding. Even open yourself up and be more understanding of how this Three of Bows really affects you, affects your life, affects you being fulfilled. So that's today's card of the day, the Three of Bows, fulfillment. Hit that like button for me, subscribe to the channel, and share it with others. This is D for the Spirit's Path. We'll talk to you tomorrow. Take care. God bless. Stay safe, everybody.